Communications may be down. I think we have to assume that they're going to be. How many of you have two-way family radios, the little Motorola's that you can buy? For about $50, you can buy two-way radios that have about 100 frequencies on them. They work wonderfully. The more you spend, the greater the range, but if you can get 2 or 3 miles worth of talk out of them, it's great. Some of them also have the weather channel on them, and some of them also have lights on them. One set I've got has a little LED that's, you know, kind of like this thing, that in the dark puts out a lot of light. And so I would recommend you buy them. Those also make great gifts for families. But you can use them within your neighborhood. If you wanted to really organize your neighborhood, you could get together and say, all of us with these radios, if something happens, we're going to check on channel 15, sub-channel 15 or something like that. And so it would open up those channels of communications. You know, if you think about it, you'd like to live in a neighborhood that has a doctor and a nurse and a firefighter and a policeman and somebody with lots of military experience and maybe a contractor, a builder. If you had a neighborhood like that, you'd be comfortable because no matter what happened, you'd have somebody that could resolve the problems. But if you don't know who your neighbors are and what their skills are, or even talk to them about what you might do as a neighborhood, then you're missing an opportunity to improve your resources. So start thinking about having neighborhood activities where you get together, invite them over for you know, snacks and just get to know them and talk about what you're thinking about. You know, what are we going to do in the event of? How can we be better prepared? When the phones go down, you're more apt to be able to call Minnesota than you are to be able to call next door. So you should make contact with someone outside the state and tell all of your family and loved ones that that's who you're going to call, and them too. So if something happens and you pick your phone up and you can't call to check here in town, you can call Aunt Mabel and tell her we're okay, and then when the rest of your family can call in, then she can kind of be the clearing house and tell people what your condition is, and then also report to others that call. If all of your phones are cordless phones and the power goes down, then your phone is not going to work. So you want to have the kind of phone that you can take out and plug into the wall. Even if you don't use it all the time, keep it somewhere where you can get it and plug it in so that you'll have phone communications. And cell phones are real sketchy too. They still rely on technology that might be affected by a disaster. So we may or may not have cell phone service.